We're joined by Coach Klipfel following the Broncos outing with the Miami Redhawks this afternoon. Coach, you guys battled for 40 minutes, but unfortunately the outcome wasn't what you had hoped for. From your viewpoint, what was the difference in this one this afternoon?
Well, Miami was good. Let's start with that, especially in the second half from the offensive standpoint. We just we couldn't keep Battle and Young and Scott from getting the ball to go through the net. So it starts with that. Second thing was we talked about this from the beginning was of this game. We thought it really important that we were able to generate points from turnovers, meaning force Miami into turnovers, and we never did. If we did, it wasn't very many, and we needed that. Could have been a difference maker, but credit Miami, they just didn't cough it up, but they did a really good job of managing the clock in the fourth quarter to kind of keep us at bay when we were trying to claw our way back into it. But and then another thing was there was a lot of loose balls, bounces that kind of fell into the hands of Miami in different points. Wasn't anything except the way the ball bounced, and how many times did the ball roll around the rim and roll out the wrong side for us. So we talked at halftime. We thought we were getting good shots. They just weren't going in at the rate we hoped they would, and it never really changed the whole second half.
So after an emotional close win on the road this week against a good Akron team, do you think your team fell victim to a trap game at all this afternoon?
I don't think so. I think we fell victim to a team that played really good, especially for the last 20 minutes. And I think we fell victim to ourselves on some levels from a frustration standpoint. We allowed frustration to set into our heads a little bit too long. And that's something we've been battling, and we've been trying to keep that at the forefront of what we're doing. And, we'll learn from it. We made some mistakes. We had some situations that we didn't want to happen. But this team will bounce back.
So you guys have another quick turnaround on Monday at Buffalo. What are you guys going to have to do to come out on top against a good opponent in the Bulls?
Well, not forget this game, learn from it, and then forget it, and then get ready for Buffalo, which we have about 30 minutes tomorrow morning to get through what happened in this game, and then put it behind us, and then turn our focus to Buffalo. That's our only option, right? There is no other option, and we'll be playing again in 48 hours. And good, bad, or indifferent. That's the good part of this game is we don't have any choice. We just have to move on from it as quickly as we can and get ready for a really good Buffalo team on the road.
You mentioned Eden Battle, who had a career-high 20 points for Miami. What made her so tough to stop today?
Well, she's a good player, and we had two players that when you look at their last 5 games, their point production and their production for their team was on the incline. Both of those, Battle and Scott, both were turning up their numbers over the last 5 games, so we knew that coming in. She's a tough matchup. She's strong, she's physical, she's got a complete game, she can get to the rim, and we couldn't get it stopped.
Yeah. On a positive note from this one, Hannah Spitzley had career highs in points at 14, rebounds, and 10 for her first double-double. What did you like of her play today?
Yeah, she needed that, and we needed that, and we just needed the balance, or we needed, I guess, a complete complement going on around it, and we just couldn't find the right answer beyond that. But definitely loved seeing what she was able to do today, and the kid is a winner. She's had some like MVP type games without scoring a point, and that's the kind of player that she is. So she's really important. Her ability to score points for us would definitely bolster us for the month of February. We'd like to see that continue.
Yeah, for like the first part of the third quarter, you're going back and forth, trading the lead seemingly every possession, and then you look up midway through the fourth, and Miami was up 15. What went wrong between the middle of the third and middle of the fourth to allow them to build that lead?
Well, 2 things. We couldn't get enough stops. We were saying we need like 2 and 3 stops in a row, and we could hardly get one at different times. And then then you come down to the other end, and how many times did we have the ball in a good situation, in a good scoring opportunity that just wouldn't go in the bucket for us. So I won't know for sure until I watch the film. I don't think we took bad shots in the latter part of the third quarter and fourth quarter. Just, if that was the case, I'd have more concern. But I don't think I'm going to find that be the case when we watch this film.
There were 39 total foul calls, 40 total free throws taken in this game. Do you have any thoughts on how tightly it was officiated?
No, statistically, Miami sends team to the free throw line a lot, so we talked about that coming in, and we wanted to win the free throw battle. I don't know what it ended up. It didn't end up being the factor in the game, but I have no issues with the way the game was called. It was consistent and beginning to end, and I don't have any issues.
And then did you have any thoughts on Lauren Ross getting called for a technical there in the final minute?
Yeah, I'm frustrated with that. We had a couple things going on in the latter part of the game that I'm not real happy about from things our players did, and we have to address it and deal with it. And I don't know exactly what transpired, but it was something that shouldn't have happened.